Have you ever had one of those days where you're out on the golf course and every single putt feels as like it's going to go in the hole? The hole seems bigger and you can't feel like you can miss. There is some truth in that. Recent studies have shown that those who are playing well on the day and are holding loads of putts, the hole actually seems bigger to them players than those that are playing poorly that day. The hole literally seems bigger to our brain. So the question is, how do we get into that state more often? How can we recreate that feeling of having more confidence and holding more putts? So one way of doing that, one way of tricking our brain into holding more putts, if you ever look down here, you'll notice that this is obviously smaller than normal hole. We've got a tee, we've also got a coin. Compared to the normal holes that you'll see around on the course, it's much smaller. So how does that help? Well, putting to a smaller target makes it more difficult, means we're going to make more mistakes. It requires a higher skill level. And by doing that, by making more mistakes, our brain then refines our technique, uses the information that we've created by making more mistakes, and then refining our skill, refining our technique, and having better club face control to allow us to then make the ball hit these much smaller targets. What it also does is it changes your perception. Now, if you've ever been on the motorway before and you're driving at 70 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden you turn off and you're going down a country road or wherever it may be, and you're only going 30 miles an hour, and all of a sudden it feels like you're going really, really slow, but you're not. It's just that your perception has changed in comparison to where you were before. The same thing happens on the golf course. So by putting to a hole or a target that is much smaller, our perception changes, and it feels like when we go back to a normal hole that it's actually going to be much bigger. So by doing this practice that you've been doing to a smaller target, it's going to improve your belief, improve your confidence, allow you to take in more information about the line and the speed, which in turn is then going to allow you to hold more putts. You're going to see that hole bigger and hopefully begin to make some more putts when you're out on the golf course. Just like that.